Anyway, let's hike back to camp. I'm being swarmed and it's making me nuts. Sacrifices I make to get good video. Like I'm not enjoying myself, right? Having a good time filming videos of incredible places. What more can I want? I think that little bugger was right in the middle of my forehead. I think what more I could want would be to do this for a living. I would love to follow my passion. Those passions have changed over the years. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a paleontologist. True story. Nod to Ross on Friends. It's actually what I wanted to be. Then I wanted to be a meteorologist. I wanted to be a weatherman. Not just the weatherman on TV, but also the one behind the scenes who studies the weather. And then, when I was 14, I started playing guitar. And I formed my first band called the Goons. And we had no idea what we were doing. It was the most inept thing you've ever seen in your life. Hilarious, but fun. And then that band evolved into a punk band when I was 16. And when I was 16, I decided I was going to be a rock star. So I worked really hard at it. I had a band. There's me on guitar and vocals, and a bass player who also played some guitar and vocals. My late wife was the keyboardist and had an amazing voice. We played places all over Utah, well, all over, I would say, Salt Lake area. Shared stages with Green Day and Rob Zombie. Actually, it was White Zombie at the time, before he went solo. And not when I say shared stage, I mean we played in the same places. We weren't the opening act or anything. I never met those people. But those are the kinds of bands that were kind of up and coming before they really took off. And then, I got married, and my friend went one way, and I pursued my calling into fatherhood and being a husband and having to get a job. And I've pursued music all my life, but I don't anymore. I play my acoustic guitar quietly on my back porch. And if someone wants to listen, I'll play for them. But I really don't do the whole... I don't want to be a rock star anymore. I've grown up and I realize those days are far behind me. I still have a love for and passion for music. But as I grew up and I had children come into my life, I learned to re-embrace the great outdoors and love the outdoors. And I found a new passion for it. I found a passion for video making, and that's become my chief creative outlet now instead of music. Even though music's still important to me, this is importanter. Anyway, now I'm older and wiser, and I don't need to be famous. I don't need to even be rich. I just need to be able to meet my needs and do what makes me happy. So that's a brief synopsis of my journey over time with my interests and passions. I've also written some books and just self-published. I love to write. I'm definitely a writer. I was kind of born into it. My mom was a writer. Her mom was a writer. Grammar's important to me, even though I talk sloppy and lazy with my Utah drawl that I have. Words are very important to me. I write poetry. I write songs. But you know what? Nothing beats standing here next to this babbling brook and being grateful for everything I do have.